I'm Adrian Plank. I am the state legislative representative for the 47th House District. I want to tell you a story about a friend of mine. I say a friend of mine, a friend of my wife's and a friend of mine. Her name's Amber. I was hoping she would come here today and speak. She works for the USDA. She has 3 kids. She's single. She lives in Harrisburg. She was hired as a remote worker. She got an email from DOGE, and it said that she could quit, get 9 months of severance, or go back to the office. Do y'all know where the office is at? Washington, D.C. She can't just pick up her kids and go to Washington, D.C. So the next option was, well, how about Kansas? You have to drive back and forth to Kansas. She can't do that either. Then they said if she was going to quit and take the severance, 9-month severance, that since they had offered her job back because they needed her back, that she wouldn't be eligible for that severance anymore. Since they offered her job back, she could never get that. She couldn't just quit now. With that being said, there wasn't a whole lot of jobs that paid the same money, had the same benefits. And so the one thing I know as a union carpenter is that job security is everything. And when you don't have that security and everything's in the air, then your employment is fear-based. And if you fear losing your job, even if you do your job correctly, that's not a very welcoming environment. It's not worth having. And so she's in a predicament where she has to decide, can I help her? There's only so much I can do. I mean, I can look for jobs for her, or she can also do that too, right? But that puts a big strain. Do you know what she does for the USDA? She's a veterinarian, and she was tracking bird flu. Of course. Make people sick. Make everything volatile, and that's hard to do. You know, she was here in Missouri for that reason. The Trump regime, if they can downplay it and do away with it and not inform people, then it doesn't exist. So when we're talking about measles, we're talking about all those health conditions that they're blowing off as nothing and defunding everything. That puts us in direct harm, is the best way I can put that. And when you have a dictator-in-chief who every policy that he pushes is based on bullying, that's not a way to negotiate. And that gives us more reason to fight back, right? Yes. When I was in school, I was a bit of a smartass. So I got bullied quite a bit. And that's one thing I don't do anymore, is I don't put up with bullying. And that's the biggest reason I hate Trump. The things that they are doing to Americans, the party of Christian values, how ridiculous is that? Gaslighting all the way. I grew up in a conservative Christian home. I haven't talked to my dad since, not last Christmas, but the Christmas before. It's ruining our families. It's ruining our ways of lives. It's making poor people poorer. It's making rich people richer. And there's going to be a time, and we're going to vote these people out. We got to put in the work, but we're going to vote these people out.